Good morning, everyone. I don't know how long I'm going to be live this morning. Hey, life is a gem. Good morning. How are you this morning? Did you sleep good? I still have my headache from last night. I do not feel good today. I do not. I have a headache. I have a stomach ache. I don't know what is going on. I just don't feel good this morning. Hey, Carla. Misdemeanor. Good morning. So, yeah. I slept good last night. For the most part, once I got to sleep, it took me forever to fall asleep. Good morning, Nanya. How are you this morning? I wish I felt better. I just have such a headache. And no matter what I take, I can't shake it. Hey, Ben. It's good to see you, Ben. It's good to see you, Ben. Oh, do I have some headache medicine? I do. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I have to take this. Hold on. I thought I was out of my headache medicine, so I was gonna call to see if I could get a refill on it, but I forgot that I made a little stash near my computer desk, so I was able to take some. No, it's actually an antibiotic. Oh my lord, an actual prescription because I get migraines. And that's what I have, so, and Excedrin doesn't work for me, so it's actually a prescription that I get. But it doesn't help. It's warm here. It's actually warm here, but it's raining. Like, I woke up at 7 and I thought it was still like 3 in the morning because of how dark it is. Oh, thank you, Life is a Gem. I hope so too. It will go away. I don't know. I don't know if it's the change of the season. I don't know if it was because all the bull crap that's going around, and I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to just unplug for a day. You know, just kind of unplug and unwind. I don't know. But does anybody want to come up and chit-chat with me? I actually pinned the StreamYard link to the top. It was my first time ever doing that. I hope I did it right. Because I really don't know what to talk about. Hey, Save Robbie, I was in your stream. Happy 4 months to you. I actually came in the stream right when you were saying that your eyes were starting to burn and that you were logging off. So, but happy 4-month anniversary. Everybody give hearts to Save Robbie. And I know you're doing your stream tonight. You're dressing up tonight, right? Whose channel is that going to be on, Save Robbie? Hey, Carla. Can you hear me?
Hey.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes. What I don't know what stream that's gonna be on. I know it's you and Maxie and two other ladies. Hey, Sonia. Good morning.
Lordy, I slept good last night. Woke up in the middle of the night and watched a bunch of stream. Well, a few.
Yeah.
And hey, Robbie, I love
Yes,
you.
it's a mystery what costume is behind my mask on it is on your channel. Okay. Save Robbie is having a mystery costume stream tonight on his channel. So everybody should go over. He already has it scheduled, so everybody can look at what time it's scheduled for you, but it looks
Love
like
you
it's going to
more.
be a lot of fun.
Love you more, Robbie. I love you more, 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 more.
We know.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so
I love
proud of
Robbie.
him. I am.
I
I'm just
know.
so proud of him.
Congratulations on 4 months.
Yes,
You're awesome.
he
You
is.
are awesome. So what's up?
Not much.
What's
So
new?
you watched the streams last night, huh? Some
I
of
watched
them?
in the middle of the night. I kind of skimmed through them. I watched Brian's. Brian's was
Yeah.
very eye-opening. Very
Brian's
eye-opening.
was very eye-opening.
Very
Yes.
eye-opening.
I think
Very
he did
eye-opening to
really,
see the White Knighters.
yes. And I think he did really well.
Yes, he did.
At,
He
you
didn't lose his
know,
temper. He,
mm-hmm,
he stayed focused. Well, he lost his cool a little bit, but I mean that's to be expected.
expected.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know
Ex-
how I would react in his place. Um, I think I went back and I watched Diane and Wendy's. And my opinion here, and this is my opinion and only my opinion, is you cannot excuse bad behavior and then blame someone else.
I
Like
agree.
if people, should Mandy have gone to Brian right away? Absolutely. But thank God she went to him when she did. And he's got all that now. So,
Right.
knowledge is, it's good to have knowledge.
It is.
And if people want to support that, that's on them. I just wish,
I just,
that
right.
people
I wish that
wouldn't
they would
excuse
put the
that
blame
stuff.
where the blame is meant to be on.
And another thing I want to say too is, Amanda Lynn, it's none of your business if we do drama. So keep our names out of your mouth. I already made a community post about it. She pissed me off because she brought up my name, Misdemeanor's name, your name. We never talk about you. We never talk, it's our business who we've made up with. You've made up with someone that you called a funeral home for. So, you know what? Don't judge me.
Right.
Pisses me off.
And we don't deal with drama. We don't do drama either.
Talk about the girl. I haven't talked about the girl. I've kept my mouth shut on the most part. But it's not her business what I do or don't do on my channel.
I agree. Especially when we are not mentioning Amanda Lynn's name. We're not even mentioning anybody. We're not.
They can keep my name out of their mouths because I want nothing to do with any of them.
Like me last night.
Wicked behavior of criminal behavior. Bail money, honey.
But it was like last night. I touched on the drama last night. I did. I touched on the drama last night, but I touched on the drama as a sub's perspective. People that don't want to be in the drama, that are just kind of tired of it and are on the outside looking in. And that's how I addressed it last night.
Yep. I know.
I didn't go at anybody.
But when people can't keep your name out of their mouth every single time they're on a fucking panel, then I'm going to say something.
Right.
Just keep my name out of your mouth, and I'll keep your name out of my mouth.
Exactly. Let us go do our thing, you do your thing.
It's none of your business what we do or who we're friends with. It's none of your damn business.
No, that for sure. For sure, it's nobody's business who's friends with anybody on here. It really isn't.
I'm sick of people judging me because I made up with Jen. I'll tell you
Well,
what, she was a freaking victim of these people. So,
what? Well, at the same time, it's nobody's business. If you want to make up with it, it's just like, wait a second. How can they come at you for making up with Jen when they decided to go and make up with Laura?
oh,
What's the
Laura's the cat's meow now.
exactly?
Our
So
fucking
wait a
members there.
second. How does that work around here? And is Carla shoving Jen down anybody's throat? Like
Nope,
you guys shove Laura down other people's throats?
sure am
Nope.
not.
No, she's not. Jen is her friend, and that's it. And it's nobody's business if Carla wants to make up with Jen. Nobody's. It's nobody's business if Misdemeanor wants to make up with Jen. Nobody's.
They're the moral authority of YouTube, you know. They're the moral authority of YouTube. Get the
Right,
fuck out of here.
right, exactly. Nobody, we're not sitting here saying everybody needs to make up with Jen. But you guys definitely tell us that, tell everybody that, you know, we're just talking to Laura. What's the big deal? Come on. You guys are hypocrites, really. Look at it. I didn't trust
Hypocrisy.
I didn't trust none of them. Never have. Hey, good morning, Miss Michelle. We stand with you and I like Jen. Exactly. See, for me, I don't know Jen. I'm just getting to know Jen. I don't
They
know
all
Jen.
jumped on the Den hate wagon
Hmm.
all at once,
But
and
we
they're
all
all
know
just as
why.
bad. They're all freaking sitting there on their panels, trashing us daily, and we don't want us to say anything and say, "Oh, well, they don't want drama." It's none of your goddamn business if we do or we don't. Okay?
Right.
So shut your mouth and keep my name out of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep your name out of my mouth. I haven't mentioned you, but every single time you're on a fucking panel, you're mentioning my name, you're mentioning Jim. It's none of your goddamn business. So
Right.
shut up.
And I'm glad you get to get this out, Carla, because I know that
Yeah,
you've
because it
been
pisses me
quiet.
off.
You have been quiet. You have not said a word
No, I
about
haven't
this.
said a word.
Nothing. And at the same time, it's just crazy to me. Like, they're going to jump on the Jen hate wagon. Why? Because Carla made up with Jen? Just like, look at the stuff that happened to Carla in Misdemeanor. Like, everybody's like freaking out because Mandy kept, the information from Brian for over a month. It was a month yesterday, actually. A month.
Well,
She kept
okay,
it. But
so here's the thing.
when Hello Starlight and some others knew about what was going on with you, did they come to you?
Nope. Sure didn't. Sure didn't. They had all that freaking shit from Mandy Bell and TNT, and none of them came to us. Then
That's interesting.
after it was released, they said, "Oh, do you want that?" What the hell would I want it for? It's out there.
Right. But that's the hypocrisy around here that
But
nobody sees.
we're not supposed to say anything.
Right.
We're never supposed to say anything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There, rant over.
Yes,
There.
rant over. Good morning, everybody.
I did my community post, and that's it. Like, just keep my name out of your mouth,
Right.
and I'll keep your name out of my mouth.
Exactly. But you
Go
did
from
need to get
panel
that
to
off, and
panel
I'm
to
glad you
panel
did.
to panel to panel. That's all you have to do all day? Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm
And it
glad you
never
got that
fails.
off.
Someone in the chat will mention my name or say something about me. I'm this horrible person. You think I thought it was friggin' hypocritical when they all joined Laura's membership? Did I say anything? No.
Right.
I kept it to myself.
Right, because it's their money. They can like who they want.
Exactly.
They can be friends with who they want. Whether
Exactly.
we have an opinion on it, it doesn't matter. We kept our opinions to ourselves.
Yep.
Okay? So, if you could kindly do the same. We're not in you
I'm not
guys'
going to be
fight.
kind about it.
Right, but we're not in you guys' fights. We're not in this BS. So what?
And how
That
many of you knew about all this that was going on? How many of you? How many of you knew about what went on with Trisha and kept your mouth shut? How many of you that were friends with Brian kept your mouth shut about this? How many of you knew
I
about
don't
it?
think we'll ever know.
No, we'll never know, because the truth, they'll never tell the truth. And that's a criminal act. I looked it up. It's a felony.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Samara.
I'm sure she did. Life is a gem. I'm sure she did.
Oh yeah, a lot of people think she did. A lot of people think she knew, but we're never gonna know. Good morning, Charlie Girl says.
Hi, Mrs. Michelle.
Nari, good morning.
Sorry to hear that, sweetheart.
Oh, I didn't see it. What did Miss Michelle say?
She said, bunch of bullshit in this thing called life, and people need to look up palliative care. I have been on palliative care for over
Oh,
4 years. My doctors are just keeping me comfortable. That's for Marcia.
oh.
I'm so sorry, honey. Sending you prayers.
TNT is guilty, and so are her silent supporters.
Oh, not
Well
only her
said,
silent
Charlie.
supporters, her vocal supporters that sit there and white knight for her in every frickin' chat. Because, oh, heaven forbid anybody says anything about her. Well, you know what? TNT, I am not afraid of you. Just dare send someone to my house. Dare. I dare you. I double dog dare you.
But that's the thing, you know, that's what it comes down to right here. And that's what I said last night. It doesn't matter about all the other petty bullshit. What it comes down to is TNT drove to Brian's home, took
Yep.
pictures of Brian's home, took
Yep.
pictures that
Sure did.
should have never happened, should never have been at his doorstep. That is the problem.
And Diane and Wendy saying that
Good morning, Jason.
Mandy Bell was just as guilty. No, she wasn't just as guilty. She's not the one that sent money to someone to beat someone up. So no, you got that wrong.
Right. And like I said, you know, if you guys want to come, that Mandy's just as bad because she held on to it. She didn't say anything. She didn't try. Well, you know what? You guys held on to shit too, and you never stopped it. So I guess we could say the same.
Our freaking Discord. How long did you have our Discord freaking information, and no one came to us to give us a heads up? How long? How long? How long?
Right.
Hello, Starlight. And you wanted to give it to me after it was all released? You sat in their chats and just salivated, just waiting for shit to come out.
So
and then everybody was calling Jen crazy and this and that. I'll tell you what, we had a nice long talk with Jen, and I know a lot more than I knew then. So yeah, keep bashing her.
I was disappointed by Wendy last night. I really like her, but I just don't agree with her. You know what? That's okay, Charlie girl. You don't always have to agree, you know,
No.
and you don't have to be attacked for having an opinion. It's not like we're sitting here attacking. It's not like we're sitting here where, you know, it is what it is. It's, you know, we're giving you facts. It's true.
Whenever I say anything, I'm clapping back at something that's been said about me or to me first.
Mm-hmm.
I do not clap. I do not fire up a live and say that. I would hope that people would support Brian in this. I would hope.
Yes.
And the people that aren't supporting him, get the fuck out of my life. I don't want anything to do with you people because you're vile.
Hey, Two Tacos. Good morning.
If you think what was done is okay, you're vile.
What gets done in this community is vile.
Certain people are accused for bad behavior.
Yeah, but it's always the same people. That's the thing. It's always the same people that get to do bad behavior time and time and time again. And you know what? They're upping, to me, in my opinion, they're upping the ante.
Yeah, they're not going to be happy
they're
until
getting
someone's
worse
killed. They're not going
because
to be happy until someone's beaten to a pulp. They're not going to
right.
be happy until something really bad happens.
It's
I
getting
don't want
worse.
anything to do with it. At least I don't have to worry about having some cop come to my house
Right.
because I've done something horrible on YouTube. On YouTube. On YouTube, people. Think about it. Think about it.
Yep, it's just YouTube.
And keep white knighting for them. I'm watching who's white knighting for this piece of shit.
I mean, I know this you watch
Really
our lives, you
disappointed in a
watch
lot
our
of
things, especially Carla. Carla never addresses this drama. But yeah, you guys talk about her all, her name is mentioned all the time. If you go back and look, she doesn't talk about this. I think this is the first time in forever that she's actually gotten to say how she feels because she has kept it away. Why? Because she's tired. She don't want to be attacked for having an opinion. And she has the right to have an opinion.
They can attack me all they want. They could attack me all they want. I'll freaking ignore them.
Right. Well, yeah. We always
I'll
ignore
stand
them.
For what's right. And
right.
What's
we
right
always ignore them.
Not standing up for someone that pays someone to go to someone's house, drives by to take pictures of where someone's wife is standing or sits at a bus stop so someone can go there and beat them up. I will never stand for that. And if you white knight for a person that does that pays someone to do that shit, you're a piece of shit in my book.
Yeah, shame on you. And them saying, there was people that were saying last night, that, but Brian's done it. Brian's done worse. Brian hasn't driven by anybody's house. Now, they're going to maybe mention the time. Wait, they might mention the time that he rode a butt.
Friends that have turned on him. We're asking him to do dirty shit for them. So get the fuck out of here.
But they might bring up that, oh wait, he drove by Trisha's years ago, whatever. But they've clarified that many times, that Brian was her friend at that time. Trisha was not friends with Brian at this time, so you can't use that. But you guys want to say Brian's done worse, Brian's done bad. Brian hasn't gone to somebody's house to take pictures. Brian hasn't hired somebody to go beat up some stranger from YouTube. Like, I don't know. I don't know how it's acceptable. I don't know how they're going to justify it.
Brian is trying to change his behavior. We have never asked Brian, us, his friends, and yes, I am his friend, and I don't care what anybody says. Has he done some freaking bad shit? Yeah, he has. But he's trying to change his himself.
Ways.
He's trying to make himself better, and you people mock him for that. You're disgusting. All of you. You who were his friends that have turned on him.
This is what everybody wanted, though. Everybody wanted Brian just to stop. They wanted Brian just to get better, to stop and not get in the drama and not freak out. Okay, now you guys finally have that from Brian. Brian's finally seen inside himself that he wants to change. And now, guess what? You're all bitching that he believes in God and he goes to church and blah, blah. Nobody's ever happy around here. If it ain't one thing, it's another. It doesn't matter. It's crazy.
Taco says like 50 to 75% of the people that talk shit and stream all day long panel hopping are the ones that need to go to work. Get a job, find a damn hobby, spend time with your kids. I mean, damn.
I agree to Tacos.
Exactly. Instead of worrying about what I'm doing on my streams, which is nothing. We talk about nothing. We do nothing. We hurt nobody. So keep my name and my friends' names out of your mouth. They can do what they want. Jenna has her own channel. She can talk about what she wants when she wants. You guys don't like it? Tough noogies.
I agree with that, Two
Don't mock
Tacos.
her.
I think they wanted him to disappear, but that's not going to happen. Other people should disappear way before Brian, and yet
Exactly.
they're not going anywhere either. But we wish, we got our fingers crossed, but
Nope.
but they keep getting allowed to do vile stuff on their channels, and YouTube just sees right past it.
Yeah, what kind of creep drives by a house, takes pictures, and then sends it to someone and pays someone to go buy the house? That's a creep. That's a freaking creep. That's
it is creepy as hell. But everybody wants everybody to look at Mandy Bell. Now, is Mandy Bell a saint around here? Everybody knows. Probably not. Everybody has their opinions about Mandy Bell, and that is completely fine. But don't try to spin this narrative and get everybody to look at Mandy Bell and not the real problem. The real problem is the person that PayPal'd somebody money to go beat up somebody and then go and get pictures of their home. And where his wife, his disabled wife,
these are the same people that complain about people. They complain about people that go real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Don't go real life.
Don't
How
go
many
real
times?
life.
Cut that
Don't
shit
talk
out.
about kids. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. And you're supporting this behavior?
Don't talk about my kids. Exactly. But it's okay. But then they sit there and say, we never said it was okay. We never said we agreed with that. We're not saying
they do
it's
agree
right.
With it.
But
as soon as you support that behavior, you're okay with it. And you're just as bad as they are.
It's a lie or whatever when there's a but at the end. There's no but. Oh yeah, she did wrong, but we're not agreeing with it. But there is no but. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian. Just having a little bit of a rant. Because apparently you're
Mandy tried to explain.
I'm a horrible person because Brian's my friend. You know what? I'll scream it from the rooftops. Brian is my friend, and Brian has never done anything shady as long as I've been his friend. Has he done shady stuff in the past? Yeah. Is he trying to change? Yeah. Can he be forgiven? Yeah. But he's not going real life, and he didn't pay someone to go to someone's house and beat them up. Put zip ties on them, throw them in the trunk of a car and beat the shit out of them. That's disgusting.
Sonia said, Mandy tried to explain why she opened up so late. She found out it was still on. She said that that
was the culmination
in the fallout. Yeah, it wasn't that something happened like right before she got that information and I forgot what she said because she was on Brian's last night and I caught a little bit of it. I've already tried the experiment where I stopped talking about them to see if they'd stop. Nope, didn't work. 2 months later, still hear my name. Exactly, Two Tacos. That's the same. They're talking about misdemeanor Carla and me, and we don't talk about this drama. We really don't. Yes, last night did I address it a little? Yep, but I didn't point my finger at anybody.
The only reason I'm addressing it today is because Mandolin sat up on her panel and did it again.
Yes.
I don't talk about you, Mandolin.
Mm-mm.
It's my business who I'm friends with. It's none of your business. Mind your own business. Do your own thing, and I will have nothing to say about it. But you know
exactly.
what? It's over and over again. You've gone up on your panel with BTS, who, by the way, probably knew this whole thing was going down because she's besties with Trisha. So I believe that she knew that was a fake SWAT call. I believe that she knew that that this was all going down, and you're not going to change my mind. It's my opinion. I have a right to my opinion.
Good morning, Oaklancy.
Do I dislike
Yeah,
her?
like
I don't
the
like
thing
her.
is, you guys can't sit there and say it's none of your business. Yeah, it's none of your business who I'm friends with. It's none of your business who I talk to. It's nobody's business what I say to somebody behind the scenes. But Carla, you cannot be friends. How dare you forgive Jen? Like, really? Do you guys listen to yourselves? Do you really listen to yourselves?
Well,
It's
I don't think they
crazy.
do. I don't think they do
Wait, I'm
because
waiting
the
to be
exact same,
sure Remy
the
gets an
exact
ambulance to
same
her house.
things that they're
Hold
judging me
on.
for, they've done themselves.
Hold on. Why is everybody get pressed to Remy? Brian says he's waiting to make sure Remy gets an ambulance to her house.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. That's all he wrote. I'm waiting to be sure Remy gets an ambulance to her house. I hope she's okay. If you talk to her, tell her we're praying for her and hope everything turns out okay. What if something happened to Brian St. John and his wife or children? Sorry, it's a joke. Wouldn't help then. Exactly, Nari. Or the new scenario isn't it a joke? The new scenario isn't a joke. The new scenario is I was testing. Now it's
Bullshit.
I was testing Mandy
That's
Bell.
deflecting. That's
Exactly.
damage control. That's exactly
That is.
what it is.
It is.
You're scared you're going to get into trouble, so you're saying that it was a test. Bullshit.
Good morning, British Chippy. I'm not sure, British Chippy, but if everybody could just pray. It's no one's business, but if I am friends with somebody and trusting my secrets to this person and they start fiddling with someone who hates me, then yeah, I'm gonna back the fuck away. Exactly, Two Tacos. It's disgusting. It was supposedly a test. Exactly.
Jenna,
my ass. Exactly, Michelle. My ass.
Paid someone to beat misdemeanor up. You can bet I would. You can bet I'd rat you out. I will rat you out in a minute.
If there was no test, that's the deflection. That's the deflection. TNT wanted to drive by Brian's house. TNT wanted Brian's info. She thought she was, the shit. If there was no test. And for people to sit there and think this is okay, I don't care what anybody did, but it is not okay. You cannot justify Brian's behavior to this. You can't. You can't justify Mandy waiting to give the information to Brian. And this, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Hands down,
I'm really
this one's worse.
disappointed in Diane and Wendy for deflecting away from Trisha. Did they
I didn't watch Diane and Wendy's. I don't know.
They're in her chat all the time.
I don't know. I didn't watch Diane and Wendy's.
And she's already gone real life. Didn't she go real life on Ben?
Yeah, she went.
Didn't she try to get
wasn't there
Ben
a time where she said that she wanted to tie Ben's parents up or something? She wanted to go there and tie Ben's parents up. Didn't she? The one that wasn't Ben in his shed. Right, wasn't Ben in his shed and she called and didn't realize that Ben had a caller ID? And then, come on. This isn't the first time that Trisha's gone real life. And Ben's got excused. Now, we're supposed to excuse Brian's? No. And what are you going to do? Do a live talking crap about me because I have an opinion? Go for it. I don't watch you, so I won't hear it. I don't listen to you guys.
They'll be alive today.
Of course.
They'll be up on the panel denouncing me, saying I'm this, I'm that. She doesn't like drama, but she brought drama to your channel,
Well,
whatever.
Have at it, because I'm not going to listen.
Yeah.
I don't listen to it. I don't care what you have to say.
And we'll be in Discord having fun with the girls, talking, laughing, carrying on, like we always do every day.
I have the right to my opinion, and you're not going to change my opinion. No matter how many lives you do, no matter how much you want to cut me down or talk about me or spin the narrative, guess what? It's not going to work.
Nope.
My opinion is not going to change.
You know, a lot of people too are afraid of Trisha. I'm not afraid of Trisha. What's she going to do to me that hasn't already been done? I've already been totally doxxed. My husband's been doxxed. So what are you going to do? The only thing left is send someone to my house, Trisha? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to pay someone to come to my house? Since you have a map,
offer that.
You know,
I wouldn't even.
Since you sent that to Rel,
Yeah,
I've already gone to the police. They've got a file on me.
Yeah, but you know, and they have, and hopefully Brian can get somewhere with this. Hopefully Brian has the proof he needs. He has the pictures, and hopefully he can get somewhere with this, and this shit can stop. And somebody that can be held accountable. Finally, somebody can be held accountable, because this shit it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop.
Well,
and then
as long as the moral authority of YouTube keeps accepting this behavior and going up on their panels and saying everything is okay and forgetting all the bad behavior, it's not going to stop. It's just it's escalating. It's going to get worse and worse.
Exactly.
And worse.
And guess who's
moral majority of YouTube, you know, stop doing it.
Right. And if you guys want to support it,
stop saying it's terrible and then go up on these panels.
And when somebody gets hurt, seriously hurt, don't do a live feeling bad about it, because you condoned it. You've condoned it for 18 months. You've condoned it for 4 months. You condoned it today. You condoned it yesterday. So don't sit there and do a live praying for the person when this person gets hurt, because guess what? You're part of the problem, because you condoned it, you allowed it, you made excuses for it. Bottom line, there is no excuse. None.
Nope.
It doesn't matter if Mandy gave Brian it yesterday, today, the day that he gave it to her. I'm sorry, I think I would have done the same thing. I would want proof. You know, and instead of her just saying it, I would wait a little bit and want that proof. So if I have to go legal, I have that proof. So I kind of give it to Mandy for waiting, you know, and getting the pictures that she needed.
Brian says, I'll have the police department come out, document, then the DA's office when the ombudsman.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, Brian. Oh, and the excuse was that he harassed her mother. Another lie. You guys believe everything that comes out of her mouth? You're disgusting.
Ask her for proof that he harassed her mother. I bet you're not going to get it.
He harassed your mother.
Bet you won't get it.
Let's see the proof. No, they won't. We won't get it because she's a liar.
That's how I feel about it. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it was Trisha or even Brian. If Brian did it, I would hold Brian accountable. That's the thing. I'm not one of these people that are like, let's go with the majority rules, or let's go with the who's more popular. No, I don't.
Oh,
it don't matter if it was.
Get me started on the who's more popular.
Right.
It's okay for someone that's popular, like FOD. Don't shove that freaking bitch down my throat either.
Mm-hmm.
Because I will never like her. Okay, what she did to Brian was fucked up. And you guys want to suck her ass? Go to hell.
Right, but then they want to come after Brian, you know, because he was in a chat and he basically said exactly what she said. That didn't mean he did anything. You guys are so dumb. Like, really? He was saying her exact words.
He called the cops.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But did you guys ask her, hey, FOD, did the cops come to your house? Hey, FOD, no.
When he's getting threatened, I call the cops. Someone threatens me like that.
Exactly, Sonia. She would have been called a liar. If she didn't wait and get that proof, she would have been called a liar. She would have, you know, and yes, am I white knighting for Mandy? No. I am not white knighting for Mandy. Has Mandy done stuff? Yeah, she has. To even me. She's made videos about me. So don't run with it thinking, oh, look, look at Jenna, white knighting for Mandy. I can say for myself, I'm not white knighting for Mandy because it doesn't matter. What matters to me is the person that did it. Trisha did it. Like I said, if Brian did it, I would be mad at Brian. If Carla did it, I'd be mad at Carla. That's the point. You guys are not, you guys are acting like, who cares that Trisha did it? Because you guys have so much hatred for Mandy, that's your focus.
But what if it was Ash 274? Someone called the or paid someone
God.
to go to her
If
house.
somebody called the cops on Ash 274.
Or 180. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. It would be uproar.
Or Mandolin. Or any of them. Or BTS. It'd be a big fucking deal, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Asshole.
Calling you a white knighter is deflecting, so your point you're making getting missed. Always revert back to your point. Exactly, Sonia. I am so tired of hearing this white knighting diverting crap. Brian, you did go real life. You involved cops on YouTube. Goes to Sylvia Brown.
Another Trisha White Knighter?
Yeah. Like we said, are we saying Brian is a saint? No. Are we saying what Brian did back in the day was okay? No. Did everybody drag Brian when that happened? Yes. But nobody is doing that. Who cares? Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Goes to Sylvia Brown. Yep. And everybody dragged him for it.
That.
Everybody.
Accusing Brian.
Right. So your point is what? Here we go, the tit for tat. Let's point the finger back to deflect off of what it is.
Back to Brian.
Right.
Because you don't want to point the finger at Trisha.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, he did call the cops. And we discussed that back then. Why are you diverting from it?
Trisha called the cop? No, she called a thug that just got out of jail to go to Brian's and beat him up. A little bit different.
How is that Brian worse? The cops.
My God.
Okay, Sylvia, listen, you call the cops. The cops aren't going to go beat you up. The cops aren't going to harass your family.
Thank you, Samara.
Trisha hiring somebody and going to Brian's house, a big difference.
2 tacos. What basically happened is Trisha paid somebody to go to Brian's house and zip tie him, I guess, and put him in the trunk of the car and beat the shit out of him. And then she drove by his house and took pictures or video, I guess. I don't know. And the bus stop where his wife goes. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. But she's a saint. The ghost of Sylvia Brown in here, white knighting for Trisha.
But 2 tacos, that's the one I'm kind of confused on, because if you look at Mandy Bell's video, there's something about $300. But then there's a $40 thing. So I don't know how much money it was.
That's deflection and damage to control.
No, she wants to know.
Laura didn't have anything to do with this. I really do.
She wanted to know how much money. She wanted to know how much money. And I don't know.
I heard $300.
Right. I heard 300 and I heard 40.
300 was paid. Yeah.
Good morning, Cypress. Samara, 1,500, but 300 was paid. Yeah.
But 300 was paid by Trisha.
Oh, here comes Brian. Hey, Brian.
Well, I didn't think
Brian.
I didn't expect you to discuss this, Jenna, because you normally don't.
I usually don't, but I'm sorry, Brian. Wrong is wrong.
What pissed me off was I got sent a little clip of Mandolin's last night, and she's like judging me judging me because I made
Janko,
friends
you're
with
not coming
men.
up. I don't know who you are.
We don't worry about Mandolin, really.
You gotta show me who you are, or you're
I
not
want her
coming
just
up.
to keep my name out of her mouth.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean? Like, don't judge me when you're white knighting for TNT after what she's done to you.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
get the fuck out of here.
let me address the ghost of Sylvia Brown. First of all,
Okay.
first of all, Sylvia Brown was a psychic who was always wrong on her prediction.
Amen. Sorry.
The thing with Justin Katz is I didn't call and say he called me poopy pants. What I called and said he's doing things like saying that he's having sex with women on here and grabbing his crotch, and he's obviously not in his mental capacity isn't there. I want you to go talk to him so he'll stop. That's why I did that. And that's after me pleading with him to cut it out. Okay, I don't feel any regret because that man got the help that he needed, and he's not on here acting like that again. He obviously had some kind of mental problem, and people were encouraging him to hold up blonde wigs and say, yeah, I had sex with Laura last night, and her cooter was so dry. I also told the police that.
And the police are not going to make him fear going outside. You know, it's such a big difference. Yeah, you called the cop. Trisha tried to hire a stranger to come attack you and your family.
Well, as a citizen, what you're supposed to do when you're being harassed by someone who won't stop, you're supposed to call the law.
Yes.
Brian, can you address her saying that you harassed her mother?
I absolutely have never contacted her mother.
So she lied. She's
Yes,
a
she
freaking
lied.
liar.
Never once. She had said that years ago. She said I harassed her mother. Then she came back and said I never harassed her mother. And now she's back to saying I harassed her mother again. What Trisha should have done is if she had any proof or any type of evidence that I harassed her mother, she should have took it to the police, not to some guy that just got out of prison.
Right.
Is that supposed to be your friend, Trisha? He just got out of prison and you want to put him in another crime? Is that how you treat your boy? Here, commit this crime. I know you just got out. Commit this crime.
I agree.
Exactly, life is a gem.
And as far if somebody is harassing me on the internet, the wrong thing for me to do, according to what you guys said, is to come back at them. The right thing for me to do is go legal. So you can't have it both ways. How are you going to have it both ways? I'm supposed to ignore them and let the law handle it, according to
That's right.
my citizenship in the
Let
United
the
States.
law handle it. Don't even address her. I address Mandolin because she put my name in her mouth and my friends' names on her freaking panel last night.
Without being too rude about Amanda Lynn, is you have to consider the source. I don't want to be too rude with her.
I agree.
Some people will follow. Some people
who I'm friends with. It's none of her damn business. She needs to shut up about me.
It is none of her business, just like it's none of our business who she makes up with.
I don't watch them. I don't bother.
None of us address that.
I don't
I don't watch her either. I don't
either. I don't watch her either. That's why I didn't even know she mentioned us.
I get brought up.
I mean,
shut the fuck
okay,
up.
I can say this. I'm such a bad person, according to them. I'm such a bad person. But they made up with somebody that put up a spirit box of a dead child.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Oh, and you made up with a person that went supposedly real life on her. You know, supposedly.
You made up with a person that tried to pretend that she committed suicide and have her daughter go on the internet and tell everybody.
I also kind of look at it like this, and this might be white knighting for Laura just a little bit. If you guys can't beat Laura, you might as well join her.
I agree, yeah.
And you can't beat her, so that's why you're over there joining her.
Right.
kudos to Laura
I'm
on
sorry.
that.
Why, Amanda Lynn has said that Laura's gone, contacted people and all this and that. Why would you want to be friends? Why would you want to be friends with somebody like that? Why would you want to have that person around? Why would you want to support that person?
And when somebody brings up something that one of their associates or friends does, they say, "Oh, that was a long time ago." Well,
right.
I've done things a long time ago too. You're not going to catch me getting too much out of my character today. You're not going to catch that. It's not going to happen because I'm not going to let you people rent space in my head any longer. I am done with that.
Right.
That's right. You know who your friends are.
That's right. And I can be assertive and speak my piece without being insultive. I can do that today.
Mm-hmm. And I could care less who Amanda Lynn wants to support or not support. All I'm saying is, who the hell are you to say who Carla can be friends with?
I just
who
want
made
them.
You the immoral authority.
I really just want them to be happy. Just whatever they're doing that makes them happy, go for it. Just leave me alone.
Exactly.
How many times do you have to ask someone?
I want people that support that behavior to stay the fuck away from me.
Well, how many times? Here's the bottom line. Now, people have seen me go off and lose my temper, but how many times have you seen me ask these people to leave me alone first? How many times do you ask someone to leave you alone, and they keep picking and picking and picking, and then when you come back and they go, "Oh, look at him! Look what he just did."
Mm-hmm. Many
It's exactly
times.
what they do to me. Oh, Carla doesn't like drama. BTS, shut the fuck up about me and my drama. If I have drama every once in a while, it's my fucking business. It's not your business.
Mm-hmm.
It's my business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'm addressing this about Brian because I think it's fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sick and tired of Trisha getting a pass for everything she does. Like a fake SWAT call. Where's the fucking... Yeah, excuse me, but the SWAT call that everybody felt so sorry for. And we know when it was, 6:20 at 6:20. How come where's the proof that was a SWAT call?
Let's consider this. There was a panel that I got on with Trisha, and I said I was going to do her a solid and stop talking about that SWAT call. Would you do a solid for anybody that harassed your 70-year-old mother ever?
No.
Would you do a solid for them?
No.
She said, "Okay, Brian, we're good." I'm not going to be good with anybody that harassed my 70-year-old mother.
No. I would not be good with anybody that harassed anybody in my family from you two.
She was good with you. She didn't want it coming out because she sent you that call the very next morning. Now, how did that happen?
Well, we generally cannot prove that it was a domestic violence call.
But the police took it so seriously because one of her dogs almost got killed. What happened to that?
There was no guns drawn.
Right, but we can't prove it. Can we prove that it was a SWAT? No. Can we prove that it was the domestic violence? No. Nobody will ever know. But if you guys put the pieces together, you guys can figure it out.
Connect the dots.
And let's consider the fact that Trisha, not Trish, had Ben Ashworth's parents so scared of me, elderly people, that she admitted to doing this. So she harassed elderly people, and we have proof of it.
Yes, we do.
So
now we have proof of her driving by people's houses. But that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
All of this is okay, guys.
I wish I would have saw her come by my house because I would have put a brick through that windshield. I wouldn't have hurt her, but I would have put a brick through that windshield just for the simple fact that for her insurance claim, she would have to explain why she's in front of my house. Eventually she's going to have to explain why she was in front of my house. And don't give us that, well, he came by my house because you already said, Trisha, yeah, he's right. We were friends. That was all a lie. She's already said that.
Yes.
She's already said it.
Misdemeanor.
Hey, misdemeanor.
I just had a little bit of a rant. I'm sick of my name getting brought up. I'm sick of people judging me for who I'm friends with. I'm sick of all this bullshit. And I'm sick of what they did to you, and they're excusing it, and they're white knighting for her. I wonder
how Amanda Lynn would feel if I came and took pictures of her house.
Exactly. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, Brian?
She doesn't live far from me.
That's the thing. That's the, and no matter how many times we yell it from the rooftops, it all depends on who it is and who it involves. And that is such bullshit around here.
And
It's wrong is wrong.
And people are going at me. People are going at me for my newfound faith and all that. There's nowhere in the Bible that says, "Thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do that, and thou shalt become a wimp."
Yes, exactly.
I'm not going to become a wimp.
Thou shalt not pay someone to beat someone up. Okay.
Yeah. You don't let people sit back and come at your family. You just don't. If you can do anything about it, that's within the law. You don't let people sit back and do that.
Nope.
It is. It is selective. It is selective. And I agree with Sonia that it's check the behavior, not the person. It doesn't matter who the person is. Wrong is wrong.
And by law, the fact that Mandy waited for a while, by law, the bottom line is she did the right thing. It took her a minute.
Yes.
Yeah, because she had this person that does, Trisha does harass older people. She has been threatening to people on here. And then she had another man behind her that does the same things. So maybe she withheld that information because she was under duress. The law
absolutely. And I agree with what Mandy said on your panel last night. If it was anybody else that gave you that information, it would be a different story.
Be outrage.
Right. So let's say they draw Mandy in and say, "Okay, why'd you wait?" And as soon as Mandy said, "Because I was scared," that's it. That's the end of that. Period.
Yeah, absolutely. But they call bullshit on that. But I mean, come on, look at hands down, the woman has proof that shit has happened in her real life. There's proof that people looked up her whole life. Bottom line, no matter how you spin it, no matter how you twist it, it's happened to her. Whether you want to say she deserve whatever, which is wrong anyways. But how could Mandy not be scared? Look at the crap that has actually happened to her, whether you like her or not. You don't have to like her to say what is wrong and what is right. You don't have to like Mandy. And you cannot sit here and say it didn't happen to her. People didn't look up her life.
Mandy gave me facts. She gave me receipts. Period.
Mm-hmm.
She gave me receipts, and I'm grateful.
They were all outraged because they said the other night that you called the cops on FOD.
Now FOD
but it was okay for FOD to call CPS on Brian.
FOD has made comments like, "I feel sorry for his children." She's made comments over and over and over again about my children. Now she's upset because somebody made comments about her child, and she's threatening to call the cops and CPS on them as of 8 hours ago. So she hasn't learned from her behavior.
No. And that's okay. Just like, like Vinny G said. Vinny G said, I gave back what she does to this community. And now, I'm the bad guy. But wait a second. FOD did the same thing. I'm just giving back to her what she's done to the community. And that's not okay. Not saying Vinny G was right. Do I agree with Vinny G doing that? I don't. Do I agree with FOD doing it? I don't.
What did Vinny G do?
He called her house and left a message.
Called her house. Not that I agree with that. But Vinny G was like, wait a minute, guys.
Hey,
she's done that. She's admitted.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with FOD sitting on a phone call with somebody they thought was my boss for my employment, though. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Right. Miss Marcia says, there is no accessory after the fact because it didn't happen, but the conspiracy to make it happen is a crime, and overt actions are against the law.
Her taking pictures of my house after her association with other people that are already being investigated is stalking.
Yep.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's stalking.
And harassment.
I'm going to tell you what. Now, she actually didn't get out and harass, but it's stalking. And, if something happens to me within, or my family within now or whatever many years, it's going to fall back on one person, and I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep drawing it. You can sit there and white face all you want and make yourself look like a fool, dude. But I'm going to keep talking about it because there's too many people in this community that would know exactly who to go talk to if something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I already have a police report. I have a police report in my police department. I have a file. So if anybody comes to my house, we also have stand your ground in Pennsylvania. So
I have every
stay the fuck
right.
away from me.
I have every right that if somebody came to my house right now in an aggressive manner to go outside and beat them, and it will be justified by the law.
I agree, misdemeanor. And to further the crime of assaulting, to attempt to establish an assault with payment. Well, there's that too. Agree.
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
proof of that. How are you going to do that?
I'm waiting for TNT to go live again because she'll just incriminate herself further.
Yep. Always. Yeah. And how many people that are white knighting for her, Brian, knew about this and said nothing? How many knew about this?
I don't know.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
I mean, we could name a couple of things, but this, like I said, this isn't the first time. How is it okay? Look at, the video that went around just a little while ago. Where did that all start? On her panel. Nobody knew about that video until that panel came up. Now, now she's taking pictures of people's houses. She's called Ben's home. Like, come on. How many times does she have to go real life for you guys to realize that it's not okay, no matter who it is?
And I'll tell you all something now. Mandy's got more.
Oh, Marsha says something interesting. Brian, also the fact they included your wife in the threats makes it worse. But the video made last night by Rel could be considered witness victim intimidation.
Oh, well, I've got videos of him saying that, I've done things before, but the witnesses never show up. I get to the witnesses. That intimidating a crime witness or victim is a felony. And they don't play with that. You don't get any short time. You don't get any shock on that.
And I really think it's because
keep white knighting for Trisha, you people. Keep white knighting for her. Yeah.
And everybody keeps doing it because law-wise, nobody's been held accountable. If somebody finally gets held accountable for the bullshit that goes on YouTube, maybe it will stop. So I really hope that, I don't want you to say anything, Brian, of what your plan is, what your ideas are.
No, don't say anything.
Hopefully you can get somebody to be held accountable for what they're doing, because maybe this crap will stop, because I feel like everybody keeps doing it because nothing happens. So they think
really
they're
disappointed
invincible.
in Diane and Wendy bringing,
Look at Sonya's
I
question.
was so disappointed in that. I mean,
what would
did they even denounce what Trisha did? Did they even denounce it?
Yes, they did, and they didn't care for it. And I'm pretty sure they won't. I'm pretty sure they're going to stand on that. But they were giving Mandy.
Yeah, till the next time they're up on her panel.
Yeah, they were giving Mandy. Yeah. I think that Mandy was getting the. Let's not talk. I don't think the reasons why. Yeah. What would I do?
The shit if Brian.
Hold on. Can we answer Sonya's question
about Rel?
Yeah, I can answer that question. If TNT came to me and took ownership of what she would have done, I would record it and use it against her. That's exactly what I would do. I'm done with her.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm sorry. Trisha has a laminated card with her scripted apology.
Yeah.
How many times have we heard that from her? You ain't sorry. You felt.
Sorry.
What's that?
Sorry, guys.
How many times have we heard her say she's sorry for something?
And the people that joined her membership after they knew what she had done, disgusting.
Yep.
Even people that I have much respect or had respect for.
Hey, have a good time over there. Maybe she'll take a picture of your house one day.
Oh my gosh.
I ain't done nothing. I've never done anything.
I'm going to join a membership of a criminal. Yeah, that's happening.
I've never done anything to TNT. Nothing. I've been dealing with her for years.
Menacing means threatening another person and deliberately making him or her fearful of bodily harm. Felony menacing carries harsher punishment.
Stalking carries harsher punishment.
Diane's in here, and Diane says, "Excuse me, when was the last time I was on her panel?" And Carla, what do you think we spoke on last night? Be disappointed all you want. I think based on the facts we had we handled it well. I didn't watch yours, Diane, so I don't know. I can't answer that.
I think they're biased because most of their wrenches in their chat are Trisha supporters, and I think they're biased, and that's just my opinion, Diane.
I
just think
my opinion
taken seriously because of who it is. I think Brian, if it happened to anybody else, there would be outrage, and I don't think there was as much outrage as there would be if it was anybody else. I don't think there would be any outrage if it was me, to be honest with you.
I didn't watch Diane's panel, but I just feel like the outrage is being shifted on the person that held the information opposed to the person that actually did it. That's my opinion. I didn't watch Diane, so I have no idea. But I feel like what I've watched, everybody's focusing on Mandy holding it instead of the act.
Well, let me say this. You can
give Diane a link if you want.
She can get it.
I'm not saying anything. What I saw, I was disappointed because it's like it's okay when it happens to Brian, and it's not okay when it happens to other people.
Let me say this. Diane and Wendy, I'm blocked in their chat. I'm not welcome over there. They did let me come up because they were speaking about me, which is something that they extend to everybody. If they're speaking about you, they let you come up.
Yes.
But I'm blocked in their chat. They want nothing else to do with me because I had a few arguments with people.
And Brian, how many times have I gone after you for doing certain stuff?
Well, a lot of people have told me don't react. Just don't react. Don't react. Don't react. But I'm telling you, I've never logged on to YouTube and said, hey, let me see who I can bother today. I've never done that. I come out here minding my own business. I get people picking at me is what I do. Yeah, it started when my son did that.
I think, I mean, the whole point I was trying to make is these white knighters for Trisha that have excused this kind of behavior is disgusting. And that's my opinion. That is my opinion.
I don't consider Diane.
Says, I must say, I think Diane and Wendy are the most fair amongst the creators, along with Jenna. Like I said, I didn't watch Diane and Wendy's channel last night. I didn't, so I don't know. But I'm more speaking on everybody else that's done lives.
Mm-hmm. Okay, may I ask, Diane? May I ask you this? Why am I blocked from your channel? And let's just go from there. And your answer would probably be because of things you've done.
Diane, my link, my StreamYard is pinned at the top if you want to come up instead of typing in chat. You're more than welcome.
Now, if I'm blocked from your channel because of the things that I've done, you allow other people in there that have sent gifts to people's homes, that have called and talked to jobs, that have called CPS, and that are now threatening to call police again that aren't blocked. This is a legitimate question, and I'm not picking at you. I'm not going to pick it, Diane. They don't want me over there. I respect that.
I'm not picking it, Diane.
No.
I'm saying I don't call it.
I was disappointed in how it kind of shifted towards Mandy Bell. And Mandy Bell's not the one that paid someone to go to your house and beat you up. It was Trisha.
As if they could.
And Trisha's already gone real life. She went real life on Ben and tried to have him swatted.
They tried to blame it on me.
Something that's happened in this community. And what are we waiting for until someone is killed or worse? Or just like
offering, whether they want to spin that narrative right now that it was a joke, but she sat on a panel and offered money to pass around a private video of somebody. Now
Yep.
she spins it that it was a
that
joke,
got
but
glossed.
she said it.
Wow, that got glossed over too, didn't it? That really got glossed over.
Yes.
That was disappointing too.
Yeah, Diane, I know I was blocked a long time ago, but can you explain to me why I was blocked? I mean, I'm not gonna come over. I was in there one day chatting and having a good time, and a couple months ago, I went back in and I was blocked. There was really no explanation for that, which is fine. It's your channel. You know, I'm going to respect that. Even if I was unblocked, I wouldn't come over there bothering you guys. But why was I blocked? Is it because I'm such a bad person? Is it because I've done things? Because I've defended myself? I've never came on here to pick at anyone.
Hello Starlight says, for the record, I don't support TNT or any of this. I'm disgusted at what happened to Brian. It's so sickening.
I'm also blocked in Hello Starlight's channel, which is okay. I mean, if that's what they choose, I'm blocked there, and I just wonder why I would be blocked there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm blocked in Diane's channel as if I'm some kind of bad person, but people who have done worse than me are not. I never called CPS on
To be
nobody.
honest with you, I think paying someone to go to someone's house, taking pictures of their house, taking pictures of the bus stop where someone's wife takes the bus is much worse than what Brian's ever done. Has he done some bad stuff? Yeah, doxing people is bad. He knows I've yelled at him about that.
Yeah.
You know I've yelled at you about that.
Good morning,
But
Shauna.
he's trying to change.
I'm good at change. But the thing of it is when you take a picture of someone's house with the intent of doing physical harm to them, can anybody justify having TNT on her panel right now? Can anybody justify that now? Because I kind of got ghosted a little bit for some of that. I've been ghosted by some of my friends.
I agree with that. I don't think she deserves. I mean, it's in black and white. I mean, how can she go up and try to justify it? You can't justify it. So why should she get a panel to speak on?
I really don't.
That's my opinion.
I really don't hold Diane accountable for anything, their opinions of what happened. I think they did the best they could with the information that they had. I only wish that people wouldn't have picked so much at Mandy, because the bottom line is the right thing. It's not when or how. It's just that she came to the conclusion and did the right thing. You can't take that away from Mandy. She did the right thing. Period. That was the right thing to do. Could she have done it quicker? Yeah. Could she have done it with a different agenda? Yeah. But the bottom line is she did it. Period. And now we all know what we're dealing with when we see TNT.
Yeah, and it's habitual because she did it to Ben and tried to have him swatted. And not only by Hello Starlight and Ash 274, but she also asked someone else to call the police.
Sonia,
I'm not going to mention that person's name because I don't want her to get backlash from Trisha.
Sonia, I can honestly tell you this. I've done some awful things, but I have never done anything to anyone who was not provoking me. And that's a fact.
Pitonko says, who the fuck has time to drive by someone's house
But for me, I feel
2 blocks.
But for me, I feel like whether you're provoked or not, I mean, me and Brian have had this discussion many times. I have told Brian, whether they provoked you or not, right is right, wrong is wrong, and going real life should not happen. Not saying that they didn't go real life, but an eye for an eye doesn't solve anything. And I've had these conversations with Brian. Brian views it differently, and that's fine, but I feel that an eye for an eye gets us nowhere. You can't be mad at somebody that's going real life and then you turn around and do the same. You're both wrong.
But Diane, she doesn't change. She doesn't change. This is just like worse, like 1,000 times worse.
I actually, I love Marianne to death, but I heard her say I can't believe I stuck up for this fool for the last year.
Yep. And Brian's trying. I mean, he is.
But at the same time, I mean, at the same time, when she said, "I can't believe I stuck up for this fool," she's kind of stuck up for fraud, and I don't understand that. I don't get it. If somebody sent CPS to Hello Starlight's house, there would be
there'd be outrage. Yeah, that's true.
And but I'm not going to sit here and drag on her. I'm not going to do that. I'm not
dragging on her.
I'm not accusing you of it.
There's selective outrage in this community, and it's disgusting.
No, Hello Starlight, I'm not holding it against you. What I'm telling you is I don't understand it, and I never will. I'm not going to hold that. I don't have any grudge on you, girl. I'm just saying I don't understand that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. If you heard me say, I can't believe that I helped Hello Starlight and sat on her panel while she got swatted. I can't believe I did that for that fool. And it would be hurtful to you. It's still hurtful, but Marianne, I care about you a lot. There's going to be things that I don't understand, and I'm never going to understand them. That doesn't mean I dislike you or I want to drag you. I'm not going to drag you. I'll tell you what I did, Hello Starlight. Every little personal conversation that we ever had over when we were good and friendly, out of respect for our friendship, I deleted every single bit of that so I wouldn't act impulsively. That's how much of a friend you were to me. I didn't want to act impulsively. Not that there's anything too terrible in there, but we can take anything and twist it up, make it sound the way we want to, like FOD does. So I just got rid of all of our past conversations and stuff like that, so I wouldn't do anything impulsive.
Two tacos. There's a video with text messages and pictures that she did. It is the one that did drive by his house and take the pictures. So yeah, it's not like everybody's just kind of guessing or throwing it out there. There's proof of it.
And hired someone that just got out of prison to do the dirty job.
That's some good friend that you are to that person, Tricia. This person just got out of prison, and you were like, "Hey, will you go commit this crime for me? I know you just got out. But can you go commit this crime for me? Oh, I love you, by the way. Here's some money." That's the kind of friend you are in real life. Because let's say somebody does come here and they get the best of me, or they get the best of Nicole. I'm gonna call the police. Wouldn't you?
I just feel like that's the reason why this selective outrage and everybody not making it a bigger deal than it is because nothing has happened legally. Is that what it's going to take for this community to stop going real life?
Yeah, how many times have people... There was Rel did this live and said, everybody send me all this stuff where Brian's been harassing and we're going to do something about it and blah, blah, blah. What happened with that?
What happened when Rel threatened to hit a brick across Carla's head? That was okay, too. Like, some of the stuff that happens on here, I just don't know how it gets swept under the rug or not addressed. And, yeah, not everybody is superwoman and can do anything, but come on.
And, Diane, you sat on my panel when Tricia admitted she sent all that information to Rel. Are we seeing a pattern here? And yet I shared something privately in a Discord that I thought was going to remain private. And I got bashed for that. But she actually sent a picture of my house and all that information to Rel and admitted it.
Mm-hmm.
And admitted it. Nothing happened. Nothing came of it.
That's what shocks me.
I was the one that was the bad guy because I shared something in a private Discord. You see where you see where there's like a little bias here, why I feel the way I do, why I feel a certain way.
I mean,
I was in a private Discord, which Hello Starlight you had, by the way. You had that information and you never came to me and told me this is what I have.
There's Ben.
After it had already.
I wonder how Ben feels about the fact that his parents were used as a target against, with TNT.
And you got the blame?
Yeah, how does he feel? Because he still comes at me a little bit. We get along sometimes, but he still comes at me a little bit. But the fact of the matter is that someone targeted his parents and blamed it on me.
I
And
didn't say you were, Diane. I said I was the one that was bashed for sharing something in a private Discord, and and whatever. It is what it is. I mean, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Anything happens to me, and it's okay because it's Carla.
there's
It's
Tawanda.
always been like that.
I
Diane, you
mean,
friggin' blocked my email. I can't even email you to talk to you privately. So it is what it is. I'm
Yeah.
used to it. I don't even try anymore. I'm just going on a little bit of a rant because my name was brought up last night for no goddamn reason.
Oh, Marcia,
and that's
Marcia.
sad to me, Tawanda. That's pretty sad when people have to be scared of somebody on YouTube because they might go real life. That is the problem here, people.
Marcia, I've been in Diane's channel since many times after me and Katie got into it.
I mean, we've seen time and time again Trisha going real life. Either she's told on herself or people have pointed it out. And yet, she still gets to be in this community. She still gets to do it. And everybody still goes over there and supports it. That's my thing. That's my thing.
White Knights for
Marky
everywhere.
Mark, sorry, I think Marky Mark's done way less, and he got exiled out of this community.
It's different when you
exiled.
Well, it's different when you possess a penis around here.
But it shouldn't.
No, it shouldn't. We're all people.
And not
We're
only
all
that,
people,
he's done
exactly.
other things that were fucked up, like sending a handful of pills around. She'd take a picture of her with a handful of pills, saying that she was going to overdose, and put my initials on every single one of them, and say that I was the reason that she committed suicide.
People were so upset.
Disgusting.
People were so upset when Smokey showed up on his panel.
And a lot of people, she sent that to a lot of creators.
People were really upset when Smokey showed up on his panel, and he was kind of nodding off and high. But TNT told Mandy to go ahead and take a whole bottle of Tramadol. Was anybody triggered by that?
I'm done.
Right. That's
I'm
just
done with getting dragged in.
Go ahead, Carla. Hello?
I can't remember what I was going to say. I'm just done with the selective outrage on here.
It's okay, but here's the thing,
they had all this information and never came to us and never told us what was going on. And yeah, have I accepted Jen? Yeah, but I don't talk about most of them. I don't say a word about them on my panels in the morning. I don't say anything, and yet I'm still brought up. Mandolin brought me up last night. What for? Because I made up.
What did Mandolin?
It's none of her damn business.
What did Mandolin say about you?
Just that she brought our names, me and my friends' names up.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want drama. It's none of your business.
Mm-hmm. I don't have it.
This is the drama community, and we are going to talk about. You know what? Every once in a while, I am going to clap back because I'm sick of it. Because it's always okay when people fucking come after me over and over and over and over again. Look what I went through.
It's okay.
Did I forgive Jen? Yeah, I forgave Jen.
I don't.
That's
I
my
hope
business.
I hope you don't feel attacked, and I appreciate you.
I don't want anybody to be attacked in the chat or anything. We have to come to a place where, this isn't accepted. It's just not. And everybody needs to realize
Carla
that.
has done a lot to stay out of the drama, and she continues to get dragged from what I see. Exactly. I can't even go into a chat. I'm judged for any chat I go into. I'm judged for any comment I make.
Yeah, I don't want Hello Starlight to feel attacked.
No.
I'm not attacking her.
No, Carla. I'm not talking.
We're not talking about you, Carla. We're talking about the chat. Just everybody, try to be calm and. I know this is a heated subject, and I know everybody has their feelings and stuff, but just try to be pleasant in the chat. You know, you can get your point across, you can give but everybody just be pleasant. I know there's a lot. Everybody
tired
is
of my name getting brought up.
Everybody's at their wits' end. Everybody.
You know, I get it. You don't like me. You know, you don't have to like me. I get it. I understand. But don't bring me up
hanging
on
with Mr.
every
J.
single panel you have.
Yeah,
It's my business who I hang with. It's my big business who I've forgiven. I have not judged you for who you are have forgiven. You guys are all friends with Laura again. That's fine. Great. Go for it.
if you can't
But
beat her,
don't
join her.
judge me for someone
Right?
that I was friends with before and made up with.
Laura doesn't even faze me anymore. I mean, she don't even bother me. She really doesn't. Somebody said something about going up on panel. They were with Diane last night. They were like, Laura's up there. Well, she don't bother me. She really don't. It seems to me like she's collected this community. Good
Misdemeanor, you have a right to feel hurt. I wasn't speaking to you. Misdemeanor says I'm hurt, but I'm not lashing out. I really want people to understand how much all of this hurts.
Yeah.
And I agree.
You know that we went through and we've managed to forgive Jen and everything. Well, we went through hell for 3 weeks and never and did anyone come to us and say, this is what no, you sat in those chats and just salivated waiting for that stuff to be dropped when there was nothing in there.
Sarah,
it was
Sarah, I wasn't making any little digs at Marianne, and everybody up here knows that.
I'm not making any digs either.
What I said was I don't understand that. I'm not making digs. I really like Marianne, but I've told her privately, I just want you to be happy. And whatever she's doing on YouTube, if she gets some kind of joy out of that, I just want her to be happy. I'm not making digs at Marianne. I'm not ever going to.
Did you get your mail yet?
And I'm not pointing my finger at anybody. I'm pointing my finger at the subject at hand. I have not mentioned anybody's name. I haven't mentioned anything. I'm just talking about the subject at hand. Like, this is wrong, point blank, period. And we have seen it time and time again. So when does this community take a stand and not allow Trisha to do this stuff?
I want to clear it up, though. I'm not attacking Marianne. I'm not in chat. I'm not in chats with her.
We know you're not attacking.
But I can tell her as my friend that I don't understand why she did something. That's not me going blah 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 blah, blah at her. I will never do that to her.
Had someone come to me with a Discord, like a whole Discord, and it was Marianne's Discord, say it was Marianne's, I'm just using this I would go to that person and say, look, this is what was sent to me. I just would, if I cared about that person. But nobody gave a shit about me and Misdemeanor.
Nari, I agree. God forbid anyone says anything negative about certain people. I agree. And Kimberly, you can support anybody you want. Anybody can support who you want, but there comes a point where you shouldn't support people that are intentionally trying to go real life on people, that are offering money of a private video of somebody's intimate moment, whether she should have put it on made a video or not. That's beside the point. Should it be auctioned off? No. Should Ben's parents, have to worry that somebody's going to show up at their house? No. Should Brian have to worry somebody's going to show up at their house? No. Those are the people that nobody should be supporting.
Well, Kimberly, it's okay for you to support Laura, but if she did something to you, you wouldn't be supporting.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I have my own opinion on that.
Kimberly comes into my chat every day. I love Kimberly. And I have no qualms about her supporting Laura. I just, I don't want to be judged for the friends that I've made or the people that I've forgiven.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, Captain Obvious.
I've seen Kimberly say some really nasty things about me over Laura's, but when she comes to your chat, I'm just as cordial and nice to her as I can be.
Yeah.
Because I'm not fazed by it. I know
I've never timed her out. I've never timed her out when she said that she loves Laura. I've never timed her out, or blocked her because she supports Laura. because everybody has the right to support who they want. I'm just saying what I'm staying away from people that support someone that has paid to have someone that I care about, Brian,
Mm-hmm.
and I do care about Brian, beat up.
Yeah.
And that's just that's my own. That's how I'm
I'm gonna tell
My
you what.
opinion, I
thinking.
don't think anybody should support people that are doing this. We can't sit here and scream to the rooftop, stop going real life, stop doing real life stuff, but yet go in and watch the person that's doing
I'm gonna tell you what, Ben. That fiddler
real
on the
life
roof.
stuff.
That
Go
fiddler on the
in
roof.
and
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were not done.
no, go ahead.
I was going to tell Ben. He said that he watched Fiddler on the Roof with his parents, and that is an excellent movie to watch with your parents.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great movie. The music in it is great, and it's good that you have time with your parents, man. I encourage you to do that more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean to get off topic. He ignores me. He
I
ignores
mean,
me.
I've pretty much said everything that I wanted to say about it. I mean, I can sit here and repeat myself over and over and over again about that subject until everybody kind of sees the real subject. That's all I want people to do. Don't think of it as, who we support more, who we like more. It doesn't matter. The point is, look at the subject at hand. Look at the information that has been given to people, the proof that has been put out there time and time again, and stop supporting people that do that. That's all I'm trying to say.
Let's learn moving forward to try to take a person that's done bad things and try to see if there's good in that person. Let's look at each individual and see if there's any good in that person, and maybe determining whether or not we want to have them around us. Write out a list of the bad, write out a list of the good, and is there good in everybody? Is there good in TNT? Well,
I mean, I know TNT, when she started her channel, she came up and said she's the new improved. She's not dragging anybody anymore. She's not making troll accounts anymore. She's not going after people anymore. She's tired of it. She's done. And yet here she is, driving by Brian's house. So that should answer all you guys' questions, in my opinion. She's not going to change. She doesn't plan on changing. When the shit gets hot, that's when she wants to change, in my opinion.
Let's just go through a list right now of the good about TNT. Let's everybody say something good. Is there anything good about TNT? Let's go. Crickets.
Yeah. Sorry.
Crickets.
That's just my opinion.
Anybody honestly have anything good any good in her? Crickets.
Is that Gina over there interrupting with this phone?
Yeah, apparently.
Because I don't like it.
Okay, hold on a minute. Try that call again. I'm on mute for a second.
You wouldn't actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
She was funny if she sent someone to your house, Mr. Blue Sky.
Her laugh, Marcia said. Her laugh. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like the real life crap. I can't see good in somebody that's willing to go real life. I just can't.
TNT can be funny.
Call not set.
So then why can't she go off of that? Why can't she, just stop going real life? Oh, we lost Brian.
Yep.
She has horses.
Didn't Brian go to her house first?
No. No, they were friends. He drove his van, but they were friends. And Trisha admitted that they were friends.
Yep.
They knew she
Sure did.
yes. Totally different.
Okay, let me turn my cam off. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna respond to that. Yes, I did go by Trisha's house about 5 years ago, but at that point, Trisha and I were friends. She tried to spin it as I came by and took pictures of her house and all that, But that's not what happened, and she has said so since then. Trisha was calling here on a regular basis, being friendly with my wife because my son was going through a murder trial, and she was trying to get information about what we were going to do with that murder trial. She has admitted that no, we were friends. If Trisha would have been sitting outside when I had a camera on my bike, if she would have been sitting outside, I felt so comfortable with her that I would have been able to say, "Hey, what's up?" and go sit with her. And when I happened to be out riding, and I said, "Oh, there's Trisha's house," because I thought we were friends. I didn't go by there maliciously. I didn't try to offer to pay somebody money to go and do something to her. Trisha will tell you. I even put up a video disproving her. She said he was taking pictures of my car. In the video, you can see that there was a car that was coming up the street that ran a stop sign and did a U-turn. And I said, I better get pictures of that.
Misdemeanor says it's okay to talk about Brian's transgression since birth, but not TNT. Does anyone else see a problem here?
But that wasn't the thing with me going by her house was not a transgression.
Yeah.
I thought that we were friends. And I said, oh, there's Trisha's house. And if I'm going to go and maliciously, let's say I'm going to go and maliciously take pictures, I wouldn't ride a bike. Like I said, if she told me where she lived.
Brian, did you harass Trisha's mother?
I have never, ever contacted
Because that's
Trisha's
another
mother.
thing, another lie she told on her panel while she was boo-hooing.
Trisha had said in the past that I harassed her mother. Then she came back and said I didn't harass her mother. Now we're back to I harassed her mother. If I harassed her mother, then why didn't you do the right thing and call the police? Because you have no evidence of that is why you didn't. Why would you want to do a solid for someone publicly that harassed your 70-year-old mother? Why would you want to do that?
But that's the thing, Sonia. To me, I feel like this morning was a discussion. Talking about it, Brian's up here talking about it. We're giving how we feel and talk. But no people are going to take that. People are going to take that.
I did rant.
Yeah, but people are going to take that and say that we're dragging. And
I ranted because I was brought up on a panel that had nothing to do with me.
Well, people know I can drag.
I just was pissed. Yeah, I ranted about it because I was pissed. Why bring my name up constantly?
Yeah, we're talking about the
wasn't the first
discussion.
time.
The discussion about Brian is a discussion. And we're just saying how we feel and how we want to direct it. But they're going to take it that we bashed.
I'm not bashing anybody.
But we're not, right. We have not bashed anybody.
When you drag somebody, you throw out insultive things that are lies. That fat, blah, blah, blah. We're not throwing out any lies here today.
No.
Nope. We're not insulting anyone here today.
Nope.
I haven't used a foul language here today at all.
Nope.
If people feel like maybe that Hello Starlight was getting attacked, no. As a former friend of mine or a friend, I can still consider her a friend. But I want her to be happy. But I just said what I didn't understand. I didn't understand how she could do that. I haven't been on a panel with her for the longest time. I haven't seen her in chat for the longest time, and I just didn't understand. That doesn't mean I think she's a terrible person or I'm going to drag her. I don't get that. I'm very loyal to my friends. Very loyal.
I agree, Life with Chow. People have shown their character all on their own. They have.
Yep.
And everybody knows, I don't know. It's just, I'm so tired of people taking things and saying, oh, they're bashing, oh, they're this, oh, they're that, when no. We're part of this community, too.
Wanda wants to know if you're going to the law with this, Brian.
It's just because you guys don't think we're the popular crew, or we're the crew that doesn't matter, or we're the bottom feeders. We're still in this community, and we still have a right to speak on situations just like all of you do. Now, do we go on panels day after day? Do we hop from panel to panel to discuss the same shit over and over and over again? No, we don't. Once in a while, we address it. And I feel like I have the right to address it once in a while because I'm part of
My
this
name
community too.
being brought up when I had nothing to do with anything. I made up with someone. I'm in chats that they don't like, but they're in chats that I don't like. I don't bring it up. So just keep my name out of your mouth. That's all I'm asking. Yeah, was I a little annoyed this morning? I was a little annoyed this morning because I, again, was brought up and my friends were brought up. We can't even have, you know, we can't even go where we want that we're not brought up on a panel and snickered at because we're here, we're there.
Brian, Truth wants to know if you had an exchange with Rel last night.
No, I didn't talk to Rel at all last night. I said my piece on my panel with Rel.
Yeah, Brian went live last night.
I had
so
no.
If anybody hasn't seen it or are not subscribed to Brian, go over. You kept it up, right?
Yeah, it stayed up, and I didn't.
Full on drama, get out of here. Like, really? Go.
Yeah, full on drama. Don't you guys?
You're half the issues around here.
Please block him or
yeah.
her, or whatever it is.
Don't you got some police calls you need to make? CPS calls today?
No, you have a
talking
CPS
about?
call you have to make. Send the CPS to my house.
Truth. What? I mean, what? Why did you ask that? I want to know why she asked.
And quit shoving full-on drama down our throats. Some of us don't like their.
I don't know. I don't know why she asked. She just came in and asked. I'm not quite sure.
Comment. Stupid idiot.
I had no exchanges with Rel last night, but he was welcome to come to my panel instead of sitting over there.
I think you asked him. You told him and I think TNT. Didn't you say if they wanted to come up with
I wonder why.
Yeah, I mean, don't sit over there with white face on and make fun of a white guy skin color, you know, because if I would have sat none alive in blackface, what if I did a live in blackface and made fun of Rel? How would that go? Would I be a racist then?
Yep.
Rel wasn't on my panel, but he could have came over.
Shauna, I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I just I don't know what he wants to be called.
Yeah, Shauna, to be quite honest.
No, I didn't.
But Shauna, to be quite honest, you know, to be quite honest
about Brian,
Fod has said.
I'm sure that'll be clipped and put into a video.
Yeah, Fod has come in pretending to be a man. And said that she was an actual born a man, and then she said she wasn't. Then she has made it purposefully confuse us as to how she would like to be identified. Which people you make it clear how you're identified, and we're going to respect that. But if one day you come in and say, okay, I want to be identified this way, and then the next day you say I want to be identified that way, and then you say I don't want to be identified that way, the confusion and the mind games with FOD is such that we don't know what to.
I'm sorry, Shauna.
Hey, Tracy. Brian Tracy's up here.
Hi, Tracy. I don't see her.
Hello.
Oh, okay. What's happening? What's happening, Tracy?
Oh, I want to know because I heard in another live stream that you had an exchange with Rel, like daring him to come to your house and all of that garbage.
No. I didn't dare anybody to come to my house. What I said is if the argument is with me and Rel, that has nothing to do with my job. It has nothing to do with my place where I live. It has nothing to do with my kids. And if Rel has that problem, if the problem is between me and Rel, why don't he just come here?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
there was no.
She dropped off. I think she pushed the button.
Oh, well, there was no daring, but you know what? He's got gas money, don't he? Because I'm sick of it. So maybe we should handle it like men do. That's
Here she is again.
Sorry, booted myself.
Yeah,
I just went over to another stream, and people are saying, you can't take you seriously because, why aren't you at the police station already? And
I don't have to be at the police station. I've got things going on in my house right now. I don't want. Yeah. Well,
but
they'll see.
But
if you
why does he have
continue,
to even answer that? Like, the police station's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Those people
If
that
he
are
don't want to go at 9:30 in the morning, it doesn't mean anything. He can go at 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Those
What
Right.
business has it open?
well, Tracy, those people that are criticizing me for not being at the police station that witnessed this crime, how come they haven't called yet?
okay, yeah.
Good point, huh? They
But
witnessed the crime happen.
All I'm saying is, if you're really going to take this seriously, Brian, and I've talked to you how I feel about this because I lost my mind when I found out that somebody was trying to pay somebody to hurt another human being.
Mm-hmm.
But just my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't continue to. I mean, talk about it if you want,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't have exchanges back and forth.
I didn't have any exchange with him. I said on my panel, said what I wanted to say, just like he dressed the way he wanted to and said what he wanted to say, on his panel. And as far as taking it seriously, Trisha, did you take any so-called threat that I made to your parent seriously? Did you go to the police, or was it not that serious?
Well, I mean, she's over there saying you contacted her 15-year-old daughter on Facebook, but
I sure did
Whatever.
send her a Facebook friend request.
Well,
Well,
I
I
don't
just
agree with
15-year-old
that.
daughter?
Yep.
Wait, why did you friend request? I mean, we have to touch on this now. Why would you request to be her daughter's
Well, her
friend?
Just remember, this wasn't recently.
No, it wasn't recent.
Yeah.
This was not
No,
recent.
because
Right.
Trisha's
Oh, okay.
other daughter has been on my Facebook for quite a long time, and I wanted to see if we could find out. Can you help your mom out? Can you get her to stop? Can you if the age 15 comes up, out of concern that she's that young, then maybe your daughter shouldn't be on Facebook if you're that concerned
Well,
about it.
Brian, that still doesn't make it right. That's wrong.
No, I don't think it's wrong.
My
I don't
opinion
think
is
it's wrong to send a friend request to anybody that's on Facebook because that.
But how would you? Okay, let's
Mhm.
switch it. Say your daughter's 15. Now she's not, but let's just say, and Rel friend requested your daughter. How would you feel? Think of it. that
Rel
way, Brian.
has friend requested people in my family, but my
But I'm
okay,
saying
but
your
look.
daughter. Say she's 15
Mhm.
and he friend requests her. But he has no business friend.
Wait,
how would
how
you?
long
You know,
ago
you
was
got to
this?
kind of look at it that way.
I
don't
do
agree.
kind of look at it that way, and if I do kind of look at it that way, one thing that I can say is that my children will not have Facebooks until they're 18. I don't think
Okay,
it's
well,
wrong.
first of all, we have to remember this was a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
And since then, Brian and Trisha have made up several times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Several times.
Mhm.
So, I
Yeah.
mean,
And-
Trisha could do exactly like I told my son. Delete the request.
Right,
I
and
mean,
the difference
it's that simple.
the difference is I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it when somebody asks me. That's the difference. Yes,
Okay.
I did. I wanted to get to the bottom. Maybe somebody can help me understand why she is so hateful. Somebody that knows her can help me understand why she's so hateful. Now, if I sent a friend request to her to harass her, that might be different. But when you log on to Facebook, when you make a Facebook profile, everybody can see your friend request. And when I send a friend request, that's what I want to be, is a friend. And maybe you can help me and I can help you and we can help your mama. That was my intention. And the difference is, and when somebody asks me a question, did you do this? I'm not going to lie about it. Yes, I did that.
I just feel like that is an adult thing. I wouldn't appreciate, just my opinion, even though it was long ago. I don't think I would put a 15-year-old in a position to talk to some stranger about my mother's issues. I just wouldn't at 15. That's
Maybe,
just my opinion.
and you know, I had no malicious intent, but sometimes do
Maybe
we?
not, Brian, but it was wrong.
Well, I don't think it was wrong, but
I think it was wrong.
Well, why don't you just say it was wrong, but it wasn't menacing?
It was wrong.
No, I don't think it was wrong, and I'm not going to
Well,
think it was wrong because look, you don't know my intention. Now, if my intention was to harass her and pick at her, then I would agree that was wrong. No, I don't think it was wrong. I don't. And if she didn't want to accept my friend request, which she didn't, she could always say no to that. And she said no to that, and I didn't say anything else. But sending somebody a friend request, that's not with malicious intent.
You're there, sweetheart. You're up on the live. Can you hear us?
And I absolutely did. Look,
Okay.
I did not have any idea how old her daughter was. All I do know is that her other daughter had been on my friends list for years, and I never spoke to her other daughter about what her mom is doing on here. I never.
But there was a time when you and Trisha were Facebook friends, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and that's
Samara's up here. I think she's got a question. What's up, Samara?
I just wanted to tell Brian I just want him to stop talking about the situation.
Me too, Samara.
Yeah, because it's not going to help. Right. Because I think that they don't need to know your ins and outs on what you plan to do or how you want to handle it or any. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that, you did your live last night, and yeah, we talked about it today. And Brian has said what he needs to say. And I think now he has to take the route of not letting YouTube know what he's about, what he plans on doing.
Kimberly
And
said,
now people, because here it is with the deflecting again, because this is interesting. Now it got switched back to Brian because he friend requested a 15-year-old that didn't accept his friend request when he was friends with her mother months ago.
Right,
But
years
now
ago.
everybody's going to freak
No, it was
out.
years ago.
It was
That
years
was
ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And now everybody's going to freak out thinking
So
this
we're
is
deflecting
I'll check this
from
out.
what
Can
just
I
happened.
respond? Can I respond to Kimberly? She
Yep.
says, BSJ, something's wrong with you if you think that's not wrong. Well, a lot of times if you have a friend on Facebook who you think is your friend, you'll see their friends and their family, and you might send them a request too. I had no ill intent. I did not know she was 15 years old, but it wouldn't have mattered. I see it like this. If you're worried about who might send your minor child a Facebook friend request, then be a good parent and keep her off of there. Don't worry about it after you've dragged someone.
But again,
and
we're bringing up
paid.
something that
right.
happened
That
years
happened forever
ago.
ago, but you're giving
instead
them
of what
exactly
just
what they
happened.
want, Brian.
Well,
Let's change that subject because you're giving them right what they want. Because now everybody's going to come at you.
So,
This is so wrong.
Yeah.
I know it's so.
I don't care
You
if
know
they
what
think it's
I'm
wrong.
saying. We're getting off that subject.
No, it does not
a
justify.
Facebook friend request is different than somebody driving by your house taking pictures.
Well, one might ask.
But the intent
One might ask
is
her.
with the intent to send the pictures to someone to send to
Let
his
me-
house to have
Bodily
it beat up.
Okay, well, let me say this, and then we can move on. Let me say this, then we can move on from that. What would her daughter think of her coming by a house and taking pictures of my house where my minor children live at?
I agree with that.
Okay,
I
we
agree.
can move on from
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, let's move on
No
from it. Thank you, Samara, honey.
Yeah, I'm going to get down too. I was just saying, if you're going to do something about this, Brian, that I just don't think the discussing it, the going back and forth, anything that might have occurred up to this point is probably not a good idea.
I don't
No.
think it's good advice, but I don't think we're going back and forth. And whatever discussion that we're having here does not hide from the photographic fact that she came to my house.
I
Correct.
agree.
That's
I
all.
agree.
Yeah,
I
I'm
agree.
gonna hop
That's
down,
all I'm worried about.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna hop
I'm gonna
down
get
and be in
down.
the chat.
Okay,
Thank
guys.
you, Tracy.
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you,
bye, guys.
Tracy. Bye, Carla. Thank you for coming up. I'm glad that you were able to, get stuff off your chest. You have every right to do it. And, and if everybody don't like it, then keep Carla's name out of your mouth and she wouldn't have to come up here and rant, because that's the thing. Carla, don't talk about you guys. Don't talk about her. That's all she's asking for.
That's right, Kimberly. Children are definitely off limits, and the homes they
Yeah.
live in are off limits as well.
Yeah.
I didn't take
Yep.
pictures of nobody's house. But anyways, I appreciate it. I got things I got to do, and I
Yes.
appreciate being
Enjoy
able.
your day, Brian.
Yeah, I appreciate being able to talk about this like adults do, because
Yes.
it helps. And nobody was insultive. Nobody, they can deflect all they want.
Yep. Nobody nobody bashed, nobody, we handled it like adults.
You just
And-
remember this: they can deflect all they want, but a picture says 1,000 words. Take that with you for the day. Y'all have a good day. Thank you, Jennifer, for this live.
Yes, thank you, Brian, for coming up. I'm glad you were able to come up and explain and everything. And I just hope that your family and you stay safe and keep going in your positive direction. It's really good to see, Brian. And thank you for coming up.
Yep, take it easy.
All right, everybody, hold on one second.
Okay, I had to change back to my computer. I think we've said a lot today. I think a lot of stuff came out, and I think that we handled it the way we should on here. And I thank you guys all for being in here, and I thank you for supporting my channel and, supporting Brian and supporting. What it comes down to is supporting the right thing. People can deflect, people can twist it and point the finger back, but what it comes down to is what is right and what is wrong on here. And going real life is wrong, no matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's me, it doesn't matter if it's anybody. Going real life is the problem that is happening in this community. And for people to watch it, support it, even if you're hate watching, that's supporting. You're giving the numbers, you're giving the views. Don't do it. They don't deserve the views. They don't deserve, it's in black and white. We can see it. They don't deserve to spin it or try to justify it. There's no justifying it. Real life is wrong. If we wanted people in our lives, in our real lives, we would be on here showing you guys our real life. And we're not. So I hope everybody enjoys their Wednesday. I hope everybody has a good day. And hey, JoJo, good to see you, sweetheart. And I hope, everybody has a good rest of your week. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you could hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, either way, doesn't matter. If you hear my name being mentioned, just ignore it. I don't watch them, don't respond. I'm good, but everybody stay healthy, stay happy, and stay you. And I'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye, guys.